Hey everybody, I just wanted to, give you a little update as to why I haven't uploaded anything in a little bit. Like, because I know I was like, oh, I'm going to be streaming Scarlet and Violet, or, oh, I'm going to be uploading a Nuzlocke and all that stuff. Which, don't get me wrong, I was going to, but then some stuff came up. Funny enough, I'm going to be, I'm basically re-enrolling into a university, so my time is going to be pretty full. I'm going to be doing a lot of stuff, but I will still try to put out content when I can. Hell, maybe I'll even do, like, some uploads of what I'm working on and stuff as things go on. We'll see. I'm kind of wanting to, honestly. It really just depends, I guess, how well I'm doing or getting through stuff. Because I do want to focus. I want to focus on it to, get it done.
Your favorite?
Outside of that, though, I am wanting to. I don't know if it'll be like starting a new series or anything, but I want to start playing some games and uploading. Like, even games I've played for a long time. Like, I want to start with, like, Hades, since it has a bunch of buzz around it right now, named Hades 2. I want to start with Hades and just do, like, oh, this is my first run through, not first run through, but it would be my first run through on PC, which is what I'll be playing on. But, I'm wanting to go in with the mindset of learning from it. Like, wanting to try and learn how the design process was, like, what were they thinking throughout, that kind of stuff like that, Because, that's the courses I'm going to be getting into, is game design. I want to be able to identify certain things and ideas and ways to do things, if I can. So I'm going to go in with it, and go in with the idea of, I'm going to be trying to learn these game design aspects and things. Well, not learn them, obviously, but go in trying to learn from them to maybe implement them in the future. Or implement tweaks to them and stuff like that, Because, I would love to work on roguelike games and tactic strategy games. That's another thing. I wanna play through some of the old Tactics games. Like, I want to play through Final Fantasy Tactics again. It's been a very long time since I have, and it's one of my favorite in this entire Final Fantasy series. I'd also love to play through, like, even Disgaea. Just a bunch of different things to learn from them, I'm excited to. I'm excited to learn. I'm excited to absorb that info, I guess, is a good way to put it. Or, I guess, that mentality of how they do things, But I feel the earlier I start doing that kind of stuff, the better, because then I'll start learning certain tells and whatnot, and we're just farming this. Toadie's on the level, oh yeah. Indeed, okay, I was just making sure. Because we're just farming this for tomes at the moment. That's why I was like, I'm gonna go ahead and make a video. Now, I will say, if I do try to continue to make content, which I really do want to, making content is something I'm passionate about. So I want to continue making content. I will try my damnedest to make it work while going to school. I really will. But there may be times where, I don't upload for a while, all things depending. So, I'll definitely try. Outside of that, though, I'm gonna be... it's gonna be intense because it's all gonna be online as well. So I'm just gonna have to keep up with everything, work on time management skills and whatnot. I do know after, I think it was a couple months into the course, they send me a brand new, basically a gaming laptop, but it's mainly going to be used for all the programs I'm going to be working with. I'm going to be working with, I believe, and don't get me wrong, I know Unreal is kind of a meme, but so is Unity. But I'm going to be learning Unreal and Unity. I'm going to be learning a lot of these different things because it's a game design course. So I'm looking forward to it. I really am. I've always wanted to get into game design, so I feel whenever I went in for it, and, you know, I was told, yeah, no, you got into it, you know, and I passed the math assessment they wanted me to take, all that stuff. I was like, whoa, this is a real thing. I'm gonna go all in, and I'm gonna really push myself. Because this is something I've always wanted to do. So look forward to stuff in the future, I guess, right? And I guess I'll go ahead and commemorate it now. One of my goals is I would like to be working on something while going to school if possible. Like I know the courses and school in general will like teach me a lot of what I need to know. I can also go out of my way to learn stuff on the side, which I do plan on doing. I want to try and learn stuff for like animation. I want to try and learn to draw again using this as an outlet. I don't know how well that will go, but being able to learn that and put that into use for my own projects will be something I'm going to be very passionate about, I feel. Sorry, I was focusing there for a second.
I must say, I quite enjoy this puzzle. I feel we've
But yes, I'm so fucking excited. Like, it doesn't even begin to describe how I feel about it. But I mean, I've always thinking about it. I've always loved to create and do stuff in my off time, be it, you know, writing or coming up with ideas for things. And I do put a lot of effort into it. But I've never thought, you know, I want to. Like, I have thought I want to write books, you know, but at the same time, I've thought it may not be enough, you know? Or no, it may not be enough. That's the wrong way to put it. It's more, it may not be what I'm looking for, or it may not be the right avenue, which is why I feel like I should go as far in as I can with game design, because I feel like I can get what I'm wanting to get across there. Yeah, we didn't kill him as quick as we should have. Once he like minimizes everybody or toads, like that's when things slow down a lot. But we're getting it. We're doing fine. But yeah, you know, like it's a process. So as we continue and get things done, I'm really looking forward to it. Like I said, I am gonna try my damnedest. I'm gonna try to make content still. I'm gonna continue to go all in on learning everything. I'm gonna try to reteach myself, be it drawing or, I mean, digital art, you know? Like, hell, 8-bit shit. I've always loved 8-bit design, 8-bit games, everything. So, I would love to. Especially, like, when you look back at games that I love. I love retro-style games. One thing I've always thought about, and here's a good aspect to think about when it comes to me and my mentality with video games, right? Because I mean, I've grown up with video games all my life. Many of us have. One thing I've always thought is that games in general have changed drastically over the years. And I feel video games have lost a lot of what made them unique. They've lost so many big companies now have lost so much passion when it came to making video games.
Your favorite?
Like, I can look at any fucking Call of Duty or even sports games. Like, so many older sports games had so much depth to them or uniqueness to them. But nowadays, everything's just carbon copy. You don't see much passion inside of game development outside of indie games anymore. And then not only that, like one of the most hated things in my opinion for me is the whole battle pass or live service style games. I don't care much for like, oh, here's some cosmetic stuff that you unlock as you play the game or play it a lot. I miss the days when, you know, games were just full of content. Some of my favorite stuff growing up was like the old Mortal Kombat games, where they just had this massive crypt that was literally just packed to the brim with content. Sure, some of it was goofy, stupid shit, but it was fun stuff. Like, one I always think about, right, is one of my favorite goofy little things when I think back about it. I can't remember, it may have been Deception, but there was a goofy little skit thing. Dude dressed up as Scorpion. It was a thing before Hell's Kitchen, I think, came out, but they titled it like Hell's Kitchen. But it was Scorpion dressed up as a chef doing cooking. It was funny. It was just a goofy little video they did. They set up for their just some content to make people laugh, you know. And then not only that, even now, the Mortal Kombat games, they do stuff a ton of like their concept art and music and stuff into the credits still. I love that kind of stuff. I love games that do that. Some of my favorite games are just like when they put content into the game for the fans and for the players to enjoy. And I miss that. I miss when games have hours and hours of content. Like, I love being able to play tons of fucking games for hours on end and just constantly unlock stuff. Holy shit. Okay, we're good. That one was kind of close. But that's the mentality I'm trying to take, is like, I want this stuff back in video games. But yeah, it's like, it's just one of those things. I just love content-rich games. Like, some of my favorite games, right? Some of my absolute favorite fucking games are like the Dynasty Warriors games. And yeah, they're a meme. Who fucking cares, you know? You get what you pay for. You know what you're getting into. It's just killing swaths of enemies and going all in, just destroying everything. But these games, they are full of content. You have so many characters in these games. I mean, hell, like Dynasty Warriors 3 had, obviously, 3 different factions, and each faction had like 12 characters. In Extreme Legends, they added another faction, and that faction had 12 characters, and I'm pretty sure they added more characters for the other factions. I could be wrong on that bit though. But over the years, they've added more and more and more. Now the games have like fucking 80, 90 characters, you know? They fill the game with all of these characters, and let's not talk about the atrocity that was, I think, 8. The open world one, where they kind of bumped it down and, you know, gave characters the same types of moves or weapons and whatnot. Let's talk about some of the good ones, like 3. Each character, and yeah, some of them used the same types of weapons, but they had different movesets for the most part. Like, each character had their own special moveset. Each character also had special 4-star weapons, and then in Extreme Legends 5-star weapons. And then they were also full of content that, like, I mean, hell, Extreme Legends, I still remember to this day. You go in on, I believe, the hardest difficulty or hard, and you kill 1,000 enemies. That's the prerequisite. Then if you defeat Lubu, you may be able to do it in either order. But Hulao Gate, you kill 1,000 enemies, you kill Lubu, and then at a specific point on the map, red hair spawns. Well, it's a supply unit. You kill the supply unit, and they drop an item. It's a glowing item. Like, it's got this gold glow to it as it spins, or it's red. I can't remember that bit. But I remember it spins there, and then you get the item. And you're like, okay, what the fuck is that, right? You finish the level, and then you find out you got red hair. Or, I think, for who, it depends. I think in Extreme Legends, that was another way to do it. In the original Dynasty Warriors 3, you got red hair from doing one of Guan Yu's levels. But they filled the game with that kind of stuff, like little secrets, like special objectives to get these characters or these items and shit. It's like, and Elden Ring did a huge thing when it came out, at giving the game, like giving gamers back that feeling of discovery. It was something that we've lost over the years, and it's why I love Elden Ring so much. It gave us that sense of discovery, like we were actually learning and finding things out on our own. I mean, I played it, went through the entire first time. I still haven't beaten the final boss yet, but I went scouring for secrets, anything, you know? Secret bosses, secret dungeons, all kinds of crazy shit. Secret items, everything. Went completely out of my way to find this shit. And it was some of the best time of my life, especially because I was doing it in multiplayer with friends. And we were learning this shit a lot together. And then it was even crazier when we'd get invaded and have tons of fun, you know? Like, everybody's just having... And I remember one of the first times we got invaded. We got invaded by the dude with the giant pumpkin metal head. And I was like, what the fuck is that helmet? Because we were playing on Xbox. After he killed... Because he ended up killing me. And then once my buddy who was hosting died, I messaged the guy that invaded us. And I was like, dude... what is that fucking helmet? It's so fucking cool. And I was like, and he was just like, he was like, oh, it's this. It just drops off an enemy. I was like, oh, that's so fucking cool, dude. He was like, yeah, they spawn like here and here. If you wanna, you just have to farm it. I was like, oh, I'm fucking down, you know? Like, that kind of shit just makes me so happy. Like, just, I want to make games that just have like so much substance to them that it will keep players coming back just to experience it and have fun with it. Because like I said, some of my best memories are just playing games and unlocking stuff and just having fun, be it with friends or by myself. Like, I'd sit there as a kid for hours and hours and hours playing Dynasty Warriors games, playing the same levels over and over and over again, trying to find secrets and shit. Even in older games like Shining Force, fucking tons of different games, man. it was some of the best years of my life having fun in these older games too. Hell, Destiny of an Emperor was one of my favorite games growing up. Old, I believe not Nintendo 64, sorry, Super Nintendo games. One of my favorite things finding out was, and it was cool, finding it out, that you could actually get Lulu to join you. It was a bad idea, but you get the jeweled blade or jeweled sword, whatever it was, you give it to him and he joins you for a while. You go to fight Yuan Shao and then he joins Yuan Shao. Man, learning that kind of shit when you were young. It's so fucking cool. Especially with a character like Lulu, you know? Like, that's another game that was having. Like, there are so many games that I've played and just been like, dude, I fucking love these styles of games. And it just makes me wish that games nowadays have the same amount of passion. Like, and I'm not saying that, you know, like, the devs don't have passion. I'm saying that it feels different when looking at other games. Like, you can see how much they cared and loved the game they were making. And nowadays, I just feel like I don't see that outside of indie games. And certain developers. Like, I'll swear up and down about Monster Hunter devs. They love their game. The Final Fantasy XIV devs love their game, and you can tell how much they love it with how much they put into it. Like, and that's what I want. I want to be able to do that. I want to be able to make something and be like, I fucking made this, and I loved every minute of making it. Like, I have so much pride in what I make, you know?
I wrote the council.
That's what I want, man. But yeah, I mean, I wanted to give you guys an update since it had been a while. So with that Hades video, expect that probably. I'll probably try and get it recorded tonight. That way it's up tomorrow, and I'll just do like one whole playthrough. If I die early, I'll do 2. It all depends. But I want to. I just want to like stress. This is like that was why I hadn't uploaded anything in a while. I've just been busy with life, busy with getting into school, all that stuff, you know, like, how many have I said now? 39, nice. Man, it's just I'm done gushing about, you know, wanting to be a game dev and stuff, or game designer. I guess I don't know the main difference. I know like a bit of it. So far, it's been explained to me like the game designer makes the house, and the dev polishes everything. I know the game dev side of it is way more heavy into the programming side of things. That I know for sure. Whereas the game designer kind of does everything. I think most game designers start as game devs, but... yeah. But I'm having a lot of fun. I'm even the small amounts of stuff I've done so far, it's been like, oh, that's really cool. And I say that because I haven't gotten any classes yet. My class is starting in January. But I'm talking about like the stuff I've learned on my own.
Oh, your favorite?
But yeah, I mean, the main thing was I wanted to give you guys a heads up because, again, it had been a while. So yeah, I mean, if you enjoyed this, give me a heads up on what you guys think. Like, give me some suggestions for games I should play to kind of like analyze I guess the early, at least my early interpretation of the design of some games, right? Because like I would love to have my interpretation of it before learning a lot of stuff, and then maybe I can go back later after learning about a bunch of stuff and see if I still kind of have the same outlook on things. I would love that. That actually sounds like a really good idea. I think I will do that. So yeah, definitely. If people do watch this, please. And I know some people will. If you do, please give me suggestions on games to play to analyze kind of for their design and what they do for the early game. And it doesn't have to be just strategic games. It can be like RPGs, it can be anything. Except maybe COD. And if I have access to the game, then I will absolutely play it. If I don't, I will try to find ways to play it. Be it through emulation or whatever. Ow. Dick. Stop shooting me. I'm not healing myself. There we go. There we go. But yeah, I'm thinking about that. I definitely am going to do that for sure. And again, I'll start with Hades. If anyone else has, if people watching this have any suggestions, absolutely give me suggestions. Because I'll probably start with Hades, the next one after that I'll probably do Final Fantasy Tactics. Now it may not be like, oh, I'm going to play a full series of the game, but it will be something along the lines of a decent chunk of the game. Like, I'll play through at least like 30 minutes or so, you know? Either way though, I really hope you all enjoy this video, even though it's just, you know, kind of like a slight life update. And expect to see some really interesting content going forward. Looking forward to it is an understatement. Either way though, I hope you guys enjoyed, even if it was just a slight little update. You guys take it easy, and I will see you all later. Bye-bye.